Alright guys, today we're going to learn Times Like These by the Foo Fighters. Or actually I guess it should be just David Grohl, because I'm going to do the acoustic version here. I'll probably do the electric later, but we're going to just do the acoustic this time. Now I'm playing it on an electric guitar just because this works better with my microphone, so that I don't get all the pops and clicks that I might get with the acoustic. So I'm playing it on electric, but I'm doing the acoustic version. And what we're actually going to learn here are the chord progression for the song. And if we have time, we'll get to rhythm and stuff like that. But I want to go ahead and start learning the chords. Now, I'm sure I'll probably have to make more videos in this one. So if you are curious and you want to check out the other videos, you can go to www.mikesguitarlessons.com. Or if you want to email me about the song or any other song requests or suggestions, you can email me at feedback@mikesguitarlessons.com. Now, what the beginning of the song sounds like is something like this. Something like that. You know, you got the verse and the chorus, and those are the two chord progressions you're going to learn there pretty much. But I just wanted to help you recognize what song we're talking about here. So let's actually learn the chords first, and then go into rhythm and things like that. Okay? So we're going to start off with the D chord. And actually, you can, if you know these chords already, you could probably skip ahead a little bit, because we're going to have the D chord, the A minor 7. Okay, a C with a G on top, and then E minor 7. Okay, that'll get you a long way through the song. But for those of you who don't know those chords already, let's go ahead and learn them right now. We've got the D chord right here. Okay, now you're going to mute this E string with your thumb, so that's not playing. Open on the A string, and you can include that or not include that one. Sometimes you'll see it with the A string open, sometimes you'll see the A string muted, but it's fine to have the A string on that D chord. The D string is open. The G string is 2nd fret with your first finger, so that finger right there is playing the 2nd fret of the G string. It's the 3rd string from the bottom. Okay? On the 2nd string, or the B string, my 3rd finger is in the 3rd fret, playing that note. Okay, 3rd fret on the B string with your 3rd finger. On the E string, you're going to have your middle finger or your 2nd finger playing the 2nd fret. Okay, and that's a D chord. All right, now we changed that chord a little when we play the song. You want to get used to picking your first finger up and down for the pattern that we're going to play, but it's essentially just a D chord. And then we're going to go to let me see, the next one is going to be an A minor 7. Okay? If any of you have played Stairway to Heaven before, you've come across this one. That's a real popular song that a lot of people learn the A minor 7 for. So if you don't know it though, it's like an A minor except you have a G on top. So what we've got is we're muting the E string with our thumb. Okay? The A string is open. Our middle finger or 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret of the D string, playing that note. Okay. Now our 3rd finger is on the 2nd fret of the G string, playing that note. Then our 1st finger is on the 1st fret of the B string, playing that note. Okay, so that's the B string, 1st fret. Okay, now with all these other fingers down, that would normally be an A minor chord with the E string open, but we want an A minor 7, so we're going to use our pinky and put it in the 3rd fret of that skinniest E string. Okay? It's a 5-note chord, so basically you got your A minor 7 right there. Okay? The next chord we're going to use in the song is going to be a C, but it's going to have a G on top of it. Now you can call it a C add G, I guess, but the G note you've already got G's inside of a C chord, so it's not really changing the chord. Essentially, it just changes the sound a little bit. Instead of it sounding like this, it's going to sound like this. That highest note changes. Okay, so you're going to hold down, actually again you're going to mute this thickest E string with your thumb. Your third finger is going to go in the 3rd fret of the A string. Your middle finger is going to go in the 2nd fret of the D string. You're going to let the G string, or the 3rd string from the bottom, play open. Okay? The B string, or the 2nd string, is going to be 1st fret with your 1st finger. And then this skinniest E string, instead of it being open, it's going to be 3rd fret with your pinky. Okay? So A string is 3rd, D string is 2nd, G string is open, B string is 1st fret, and E string is 3rd fret. Okay? The last chord we're going to need to learn here is the E minor 7th. And what that's going to be is, you're going to, if you've played an E minor before, you probably play it with these 2 fingers here. We're not going to do that this time. You're going to actually just finger it a little bit differently. You're going to start off with the E string. It's open. Okay, so that thickest E string is open. Your first finger is going to go in the 2nd fret of the A string, playing that note. Your middle finger, or 2nd finger, is going to go in the 2nd fret of the D string, playing that note. The G string is open. Your 3rd finger is going to play the 3rd fret of the B string. There we go. Let me get these other fingers out of the way so you can see that better. There we go. That's 3rd fret on the B string. And your pinky is going to play the 3rd fret of the E string. Okay? So with all these down, we've got an E minor 7. Okay? So what I've got here, starting from the thickest string, is open. On the A string, it's 2nd. The D string is 2nd. The G string is open. The B string is 3rd. And the skinny E string is 3rd. Okay? Now those are the chords you're going to need here. As far as I can remember, if I get deeper in the song and find another one you need, then we'll get into that. But those are the chords you need to work on right now. Okay? D, A minor 7, C with a G on top, and E minor 7. Okay? Now, let's actually get into some of the song. I've got a couple of minutes left, so I can manage that. The beginning of the song is going to sound like this. Okay? You're going to use that pattern. Now, basically, you just do it, I think it's 2 or 4 times in a row. And it's 4, I believe. So you're going to do that 4 times in a row, this right here. Okay? So here's what I'm doing. You can probably tell I'm moving my first finger, and that's it. That's the only one I'm moving. So I actually start the song with that first finger up, and what that does is allow this G, the 3rd string from the bottom, to play open. And I strum the D chord, and then I hammer. You guys know what a hammer is, where you strum the string and then don't pluck it again, but you come down with enough force to make the next note come out. So, like that. So I strum with my first finger up, and then I hammer. Okay, so it's going to be like this. Okay? I use that pattern throughout that D chord, and the best way for me to show you, I think, is just to play it up close here and play it slowly. So I'm going to do it a couple times. Here it goes. You'll notice if I strum again, it's not actually a hammer, so you'll have to pay attention to those. That's why I'm putting my strumming hand in view. So here it goes again. Okay, that was one time through. Let me show you again. I hope that wasn't too confusing for you, and I'm running up on 10 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off. But again, you can find the other videos at www.